Yo, we got another video for you guys, and this time it's the first time I am actually reporting on this guy. It's Johnny Somali. I've seen a lot of videos of him on YouTube, and I didn't really feel like I should cover him because it's been obvious that this guy's a piece of crap. He's an idiot. He's an ass, and you don't need me to tell you that. You can really see from the internet and people's reactions to him that he is a piece of scum, dirt. So yeah, let's just read on. Known for his provocative behavior, streamer Johnny Somali has a history of legal issues, including deepfake allegations and obstruction of business. What a wacko jacko. Oh god, look at this guy. Look at him. What a fool. He's in handcuffs and he's smiling. Imagine being in prison, yeah, and you're smiling, ready to get bent over. Because that's what happens in prison. Especially when you're in these foreign prisons, man. They're not good, man. They're not good. The conditions are bad. But I ain't gonna go down on that alleyway. Johnny Somali, the popular streamer whose real name is Ramzi Khalid Ismaili, is under the legal fire in South Korea with a new sex crime charge that could potentially land him up to 31 years in prison. 31 years. Is it worth it to crash out for internet fame if you're getting 31 years in prison? That's nearly half of your life. Look, if he's 20, 30, 40, 50, he coming out 50. I'm gonna be honest with you. When they give you these big numbers, they never really do the big numbers. So they probably do like half. And I don't believe he's gonna get the actual 31 years. They'll probably give him, I say about 10. And I feel he'd be released with good behavior. I don't feel he gonna be do anything. There's no internet in these type of prisons where he gonna be streaming. And if he's that dumb to smuggle a phone in and start streaming from prison, Lord help us, this guy's a fool. He deserves to be dropping stock every day. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get what is the outcome. What is he trying to achieve? He's got internet fame now. Everyone's talking about him, but for all the wrong reasons. He's not even making any money. Who is supporting this guy? You know what I mean? Let me read on. The latest accusations adds to the growing list of legal trouble surrounding the American content creator, whose provocative behavior while streaming overseas has frequently attracted controversy and scrutiny from the authorities. Yeah, okay. Previously banned from Japan and Israel, the streamer visited South Korea in 2024, where he displayed provocative behavior as he harassed local people, disrupted businesses, and challenged other streamers only to provoke them. He even got knocked out by a former Korean Navy SEAL officer during one of his antics while the officer was fined for assault. I think that this guy done us all a favor by knocking him out. His woes began with allegations that he distributed deepfake videos showing him kissing popular Korean streamer Bong Bong. According to the Legal Minds, a YouTube lawyer, a second deepfake charge has now been filed against Somali, possibly involving other prominent South Korean figures who had previously clashed online. In South Korea, the distribution of deepfake video is treated as a sex crime, and each count results in 10.5 years in prison. Wow. That's crazy, man. 10.5. Whenever you go to these countries, you really need to look up the law. So if I was to go to any country, like let's say I was gonna go to Dubai, I would go through all the laws and not want to. Because the last thing you want to do is end up in a country and you don't know the laws and you break the laws and you're there in prison for like 5-10 years. That's what's happened to people. They've gone on a holiday and that holiday cost them 5 years of their life. You know, it's not fair, but you know, if you don't do your due diligence about laws in different countries, you end up in problems. And I'm not saying this is what happened to him. He deliberately went out of his way to crash out and annoy the people in Korea. So he gets what he deserves. But some people, you know, it just happens. Let's see what else we're reading about. Oh wow, there's no more. There's no more. Okay, in South Korea, yeah, so that's it really. It looked like he's gonna be given 31 years. I mean, I've seen another video. I'm gonna show you in a minute. This video here.
Korea does not let me out of Korea. I'm telling you right now, it is a danger to the Korean women. I have had so much sex with Korean women while I've been locked here. I don't wear any condom when I f these Korean women. I don't get any STD tests when I f these Korean women. I don't get any STD tests when I f these Korean women. And I make sure to spread whatever I have to all of these Korean women. And the police can't stop me. The government can't stop me. I will make sure to cream pie and impregnate as many Korean women as possible. I can show you my neighbor. Not my neighbor. I can show you my all my cacao. I can show you everything. I have impregnated so many Korean women with raw semen and fuck them in the pussy. And as soon as they get pregnant, I am leaving Korea. The only thing I'm gonna leave in Korea as my legacy is a bunch of half black, mongrel, half Johnny Somali kids in Korea. I'm gonna up the birth rate every single day. What do you guys think I do with my free time? These Korean ladies is fiending for black bitches. Every single week they keep me in Korea. I'm gonna keep coming in Korean women. I'm a handsome, sexy nigga. I'm nice, I'm good looking. I'm gonna come in as many Korean women as possible. And I will never take an STD test. And if I have an STD, if I have an HIV, if I have a gonorrhea, if I have a chlamydia, I'm a super.
Where he's been saying he's gonna like spread sexual diseases. I mean, that's a crime in itself. If you're going out your way to spread sexual transmitted diseases, that's a crime. If I had, let's say, HIV and I knowingly had HIV, I think he's saying he doesn't get any tests, but then you are knowingly, deliberately spreading disease and HIV. And I don't understand who's sleeping with him. He's got an imaginary girlfriend that doesn't even exist. Because I don't know who's gonna be sitting down there with this dude, sleeping with him unprotected, and he's on the internet saying he's spreading diseases. It's mind blowing. I think it's all for clout and attention, but these guys don't realize that not all attention's good attention. And someone like Johnny Somali, I don't think he's truly seeing the actual ramifications of his behavior. Not quite yet. I think when he gets a big number, you're gonna see, and there's cameras there, you're gonna see his face drop. He ain't gonna smile no more. That Joker smile is gonna be wiped off his face. You're gonna see this guy start to cry. You know, ain't gonna be, oh, I'm gonna spread the diseases. No, he's gonna start crying his eyes. He's gonna bawl like a baby. That's the truth right there, man. You're gonna cry, and everyone gonna be laughing at him, and it's hilarious how people could try and get clout like this, and it all backfires. I guess everybody's trying to, just that break that barrier of what they can do streaming, because streaming, it's relatively new. Because when I started YouTube, no one was live streaming. I didn't think it was even possible to live stream on some of these platforms. Especially like the big ones like YouTube. YouTube never had live streaming back in the days. That's new. You made a video, you uploaded it. Now this live streaming's come up. It's a barrier because anything can happen, and people are just doing anything, thinking they can get away with it. Because it's live streaming, it's the internet. The internet has rules. Just because you think it's the internet and you think there's no rules and you think you can get away with anything, you can't. It has rules and consequences of what you can do. And that's where people have started to realize, whoa, this ain't just YouTube anymore. Because internet is new to people. It's been around for years now, but what people are doing now on the internet is relatively new, where they're crashing out. And this is gonna be, we're gonna start to see some real new laws come into play, where they're gonna start to ban streamers, certain people, from going to countries and just recording and streaming, because they're starting to realize that people are trying to get fame and trying to make money. There's nothing wrong with making money through streaming, but when you start to pester and become a nuisance in certain countries, they're gonna start banning. It's like what they did with Dubai when they had all these influencers going to Dubai, and this became a thing where it became a nuisance to the people, the actual holiday makers going into Dubai, where they had these influencers taking pictures and this becoming annoying in Dubai. And I think they started to crack down on a lot of influence, and that's what's going to happen with certain countries and streamers. If you got a big name or somewhat of a name, they're gonna have you on a block list, and they're gonna say we don't want this guy coming here. As soon as they see your passport and you have your name, they're gonna have you on this list and be like, Mr. Johnny Somali, nah, you ain't coming here, get out. That's after he's 30 years in prison. But yeah, like, subscribe, and follow. Well, follow, subscribe, it's the same thing, but let's go.